Good morning to all the class 9 students. So today is 17th November 2020 and we are going to conclude this chapter by covering a few more topics under it. And the today's topic or the first topic that we are going to discuss or I'm going to explain is about the occupational structure. So before going through this topic, we must know what is meant by occupational structure. So the meaning here is distribution of the population according to the different types of occupation. Or another word for the occupation is also known as work lega ra the misangma lega manda la shabe thone yawa che sherwa odinde roji lang chu ki occupational structure la ra structure means is a domshi ra so in India in every kind of a country or the nation ra the occupation can be generally classified into three types, and that we have also learned in the economic chapter, right? So that is why I have not mentioned each and every meaning over here. So the first one is primary, which is also known as agricultural sector, and the second one is a secondary, which is also known as manufacturing sector, and the third one is a tertiary, and another name for the tertiary is service sector. All right, yawa sum yores ta lega de zo sum la shishak putan yawa chi yores thangbo de la primary de la ya shingle te zen lagere niba de la secondary manufacturing leda sole te zen sora lega lewa, and the third one is tertiary service ra milaya shabchi shuya dendishine ya lega yawa sum la jer. Okay, now numbers of people working in different activities varies in developed and developing countries. Yarke dros hakyo ke kya kapta yarke droshin be kya kap parala ya ani teze manda la lega che ge thangje jorwa die kheba so yore ra. So lega lungba yarke dros hakyo jorwa. So in developed nations have a high proportion of people, proportion na thangse ra chashi kya pi mangche kya mangche waji lega khari teze na ngi ge la na secondary da tertiary sector na ngi res ra. So le tezen da ani khala shabshu tezen nang lo li res ra. Ina yang developing nation rojala chacham ba na kya mangche waji kholi la na shingle tezen na ngi ade shinga ji thong tho res. So we have just discussed about the proportion of worker, right, or the population in developed and developing nation. So if we just talk about India is considered as a developing nation. So in developing nation, most of the population or the workers are found in primary sector. So you can see by number itself, 64% of the population is engaged in agricultural work, and 13% in secondary, 20% in tertiary, right? But somehow due to the development taking place in the near centuries, ani khachirlana due to the development, right, there are so many industries, new industries are coming up, and due to the industries, right, urbanization process is happening. So urbanization ana khalawlana the people moving from rural area to urban area, that we have also learned this term in some chapters, so you might be knowing that, right? So due to the growing industries and urbanization, the number of working population under secondary sectors and tertiary sectors are increased. Okay, the khala so ngomai roji mainara this data is around 2011 the 2001 gi data ro chagiore kya tukju depsi chik shingle dezen che choksum chik sole dezen che ngishu chik ani khare shabshu dezen ala chagiore sra. Ina yang da chisu soda mangpo chik ya da mang do we kengi ra sa mangpo chi zudun che we kengi ani khachore mi changma thongse ne thongge la ya pe do hores ra thongse ne thongge la pe ne jigarwa on de la khala ore la na urbanization la lor hoten de chedu gala an mi mangpo chi khachola na sole te zen da shabshu te zen gi nang lo la ya thangse di be ne ngale manda ya phat de che yores. So the chapter that we are learning about is all about the population, right? So the next topic is the health, and health is a very important part or the important component of the population composition. Migi ra kola yang jogi chang yang de kola member ki kola ya chang yang de kapso ani thedian la ya de chase kechim bu shuji chagi restra. The thedian di yapu mewa ina lungba di yarke to the motor la de lungba ki yarke to ya la jatinde le yang jogi shugen shuj thegi restra. If the person's health is not well, then it also affects the process of development, and which is a kind of a kalora chikla chikden gite wala ra interdependency tende ro chade ra tende indukala health health is a very important part of population composition. So if you just read the data given in your textbook, so death rate have declined from 25 per thousand population. As I told you in earlier topic that we used to consider or we used to count the people per thousand ra chikton chine yawa chine she ngo de sa tende indugala 먼저기 death rate 마다 인도가라 ngoma roina ra kyaja ngishu chenga chade ra kyaja mi chikdong la thanga chi baina kyaja ngishu chenga da sik mi mangbo shu shi yore but somehow tijela yang to ta indugala in 1951 chade sorry 5 is missing ani ngoma ina ta kyaja khajure mi chikdong la ya chikta indugala kyaja ngishu chenga gi mi shiru go res ra chisu ani yarge mangbo chu de kengi an thande chali yang don chukchik la ta waina 7.2% machine anchoki ani mi khara ore shi gi thangse de nyung do res ra. So life expectancy at birth, life expectancy lana in India, right, and the most basic thing anchoki shi shakse de mang che lobjen de nang la kya rang la shi shabe to ne share. So kya do na la ta waina ro bu mangbo chi gi ra kya wa dang shi rong de ne mangbo shu chong go ro ine honde khashela life expectancy da 초네 데서 레마레로 선보 데서 레마레라 저라 덴데 지랑 아주기 라이프 expectancy 라 어떻게 와타라 다 혼디에 가지래 장가 뱃 코라 망드러 딜라도 갈라 시에 뇽드러 라르와 온데 디카지서 미기 life expectancy 데 망드러 소바. So here are a few questions for you, right? So what are the factors responsible for such improvement? Yargi mangbu shushto soba the condensed over this ra. So what are the improvement taking place on the current logic theory? And the second question is, even after such improvement yargi to taking place, India still lags behind in regarding to the health condition. Kyaga di tandu ine ti sikta thudeng chane madang wa da thudeng chane jeli theba do ji yongi ores ra di khari chen res. So you have to give answer to both of this question. All right, so let's move to the next topic. Adolescent population. So India constitutes 1/5 of the total population. Kyaga gi nanglo la population nga cha chik di khansa ro ji kha chagor la na adolescent population na chagor. So you all are in adolescent, right? So chadugap so age group khane khang bodo chugol na lo che lo chu ne chine lo churgo bodo yoge changmajik adolescent gi nanglo la chugyor. So adolescent na chudugap so ro nutrition requirements of adolescents are higher than that of other age group. Loje shemba da durwaina an adolescent gi loje de la yarwa sechuit gi thone shewaina koko manga yores ra nutrition gi thola manga yore tende indukala in India kana ke je dugala ni khala adolescents la ya nutrition rahe jarwa hondi tange shemba jara go revela na ragi yomare. Okay, in India food available to adolescent is inadequate in all nutrition. Though the adolescent people or the adolescent childs are getting a food, but the nutrient that should consist in those food are inadequate. So that is why large numbers of girls in India suffers from anemia. Anemia and so you have to search for what is anemia, that I'm not going to explain, right? These kind of science so and the Quran kanya mangbuch tegorwa, especially for girls. So their problems are ignored or not given attention so far. Thande chalaya mixe kita kala ore tinde ki kanya kang la ya ke khap ki ngoi ne digas ki thonang chembu cheyor vela na cheyor mare nangme shor de yores. So again here comes a one question for you, which is mention some best methods or ways to rectify this problem. Rectify means to correct or to modify or to remove this problem. Problem the condition yosanga chigi best ra. On the karanzo lone len this heche. Oh yeah, the last topic the kharcha hola national population policy lagre the short form la NPP be lagre. So kyaga shunge chidong kupyangab ju ngani gillo la ya family planning program la ji chisu zu bodeswa di zu gobe ki kimzen kharla na nangmi din zu gi dedu gi chedu zugur dedu khade chimla na khede khunzu gi thuju jila ya bat khora pu ra thuju rawa da pu de thuju rawa da pu de pu se pu de de chiong du la kyaga ki membo hale pa yong du la changma la ro chikthung gi ta khala ora ta to de yong go ro na yong gi yomar. So the family planning the che ani kunjogi ani delaya changmata sosogi gain kiriya de sosogi chashida tembe thone de de ge ni migi changche an kunjogi family planning program la di chubor korwa. So ani chisu 2000 gi NPP ra National Population Policy jarwa digi nanglo khunjo gi sta chudur mangbu ji cheje thame thakshu tela da ta nidong logi National Population Policy digi nanglo khunjo gi chashi mangbu yor ra chashi lane re da thang mangbu ji cher. So the first one is imparting free and compulsory school education up to 14 years of age. Lo chupshi pa do tugu yonge changma lo la ya rime ge thone ani inji minji lobta nang lo chube thone lobjong rime le tegi yin la jorba hon di chikche niba de la reducing infant mortality rate to below 30% per thousand, okay, 30 per thousand live birth ra ta khunjo gi ngoma ina mi mangbu shiuji shi yorwa ta mi mangbu la na da khanda tugu kewa da mangbu shiuji shi yong de ka so te tinjo gi cheshi jorba de yang zo nyung do tang gi is nyung do khandes tang gi rela na ta koran zo thide yar ge tang yin bai ne re ra ani da seju rek den zo ye ta ra yin bai ne re ta tin changma thonan cheche khanda they will reduce the infant mortality rate ma nyong do tang gi is ra ngoma ina mi chik dong la ya che kya do gala sumju cha si thong gi sorwa ta di ma cha gi yin la jorba odin de roch. So the third one is achieving universal immunization of children against various diseases. Immunization lana ani khalore supu ki sungshu chirwa hon de ta khalere yarge tangi isra yarge khalis tangi lana ta ne naza mangbo jine ngongo gi chedo ngongo gi khapke den de do da ngin bayne do changma khunjo gi cheto ba chigi is. And the fourth one is promoting delayed marriage for girls. Ta ngoma do yin bayina ro you all know that in Indian society girls are being married at a very early age. Lo tuzumale kon la changsa kya ba den de chungyor ta den do changma ge mayong wa chedo ta promote zu yin bayine changsa ro koran zu gi tome le ta ne gya chuere yana ma chigyang chere den de ge ne khunjo gi thaju mangbo chik di NPP 2000 gi nanglo la ya khunjo gi cheyore khanje khandar ro NPP 2000 National Population Policy lo ngidong lo ga jidegi khachirlana. They identified adolescents as one of the major section of the population ra membo gi nanglo ne ani adolescent gi loje di pe misi be khechumbo resha tinzo la thonang go gi do they need greater attention la di khunso gi ngolen chi yore. And they also di main bera beside adolescence is one of the most important aspect that they have decided to give more attention ra. But beside adolescence they also gave some important attention ra. The main important den de shamba mangbo chite ra thambo de kharcha gorla na protection from unwanted pregnancies kime ka ha mago wa che ra nawa thul den de che ani ka jore la na loje masim ngale pregnant che to da yana ani defamation the pregnant che den de chagi ra te den zo re lo sungyop khande che go gi dos ra den de gi kan la ya National Population Policy ni dong lo de gi khunjo gi rogyap che gi ne re thona che gi yore de dangam do sexually transmitted disease ra STD sexually lana lude chiwe thone ani miden zun naza pha cho gyu chi gi naza yongeng yem lude china ani naza de chu ko ya de den de gi ngenga mangbo chur den de ri la yang National Population Policy gi khunjo gi thoin chembe thone ra thonan da ing chembe thone khunjo gi den zo ri la ya sungyob da ani khalore rogyob chi gi res ra. So that is how we came to the end of this chapter, and I have provided each and every notes of this chapter with explanation. So what you have to do is you have to listen the video again and again, right? And if you face any difficulties, you can ask me question anytime. Thank you.